Sports on the SBI Sports Network is made possible by TerraPower, a nuclear innovation company. The Right Company, your local siding and gutter experts. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Hillam Orthodontics, generations serving generations since 1966. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
At Fall River Propane, we're not just your propane provider. We're the ones who make sure life keeps moving. Fall River Propane. Experience the difference.
I'm Viola Jones. I'm the owner and baker of Sourdough Nest. One thing that helped us immensely was SVI Media. We were new to town and they didn't really know about us. If you're a new business or even an older business and you want people to know about you, you'll definitely get your money's worth to go to SVI. I appreciate SVI especially for their marketing and to help us out.
To learn more, visit svinews.com/advertising.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, safety is our top priority, not just for our employees, but for their families too. Our commitment extends beyond the workplace as we proudly support and contribute to the local community in meaningful ways. We're more than just a mine. We're a pillar of strength for those who live here. Discover how we make a difference at Simplot.com. Join us in fostering a safer, stronger community. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
The remodel of the hot tub at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton has been completed and is open for guests. Kodiak has also begun construction for a swimming pool and additional hot tub, which will open for guests only soon. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com. Star Valley Sports on SVI are presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisors Kyle Terry, creating tailored solutions to address your financial needs. And by Rusty's Tree Service, the tree removal experts. Call 248-2442.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with HomeZone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, HomeZone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. HomeZone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
Drive your career forward by joining the LCSD2 Transportation Department. We're now hiring for part-time bus aides starting at $16.75 per hour. Full-time route drivers earn $22 per hour, working only during the school year. Substitute driver and substitute aide positions are also available. Explore these rewarding opportunities and become a vital part of our education system. For more information, visit lcsd2.org and click Job Openings. That's lcsd2.org and click Job Openings.
Discover the convenience and reliability of Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic for all your waste management needs. We offer comprehensive services, including residential and commercial trash removal, septic pump outs, and a variety of porta-potty options with optional cleaning schedules. Trust us for efficient and professional solutions. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com to schedule your service. That's StarValleyDisposal.com.
Whether you're courtside or mat side this season, it's also tax season. This is your Miles CPA tax tip. Filing an extension on your taxes only gives you more time to file your tax return. It doesn't give you more time to pay. If you owe taxes and wait to pay until you file or until the extension deadline, the IRS can and will charge you interest and possibly penalties. starting from the original tax date of April 15th. So even with an extension, it's smart to estimate and pay what you owe on April 15th to avoid extra costs.
Technology in medicine is advancing all the time. Amazingly, Star Valley Health is keeping up with everywhere else. It provides people an opportunity to get care that is closer, but care that is the same or better quality. Our specialists are fellowship trained and board certified.
Doing care at Star Valley Health has made me feel like I've got a place at home that I can trust and rely on.
Hi, I'm Elise, and I've been dancing since I was 3, and I love it. I used to get nervous going places by myself, but I don't get worried anymore. Dance has helped me be brave and confident, and I am even on Desi's dance performing team now. I love being with my friends, and I love my teachers.
To learn more about how you or your child could not only develop their dance skills, but also develop as a person, visit Desi'sDance.com. Youth and adult classes are available. That's Desi'sDance.com.
Battleson Brothers has new inventory on the way, so they need to clear out current stock to make room. Everything must go. In-stock LVP has been discounted to $1.99 to $2.99 per square foot. In-stock carpet is marked down to between $1.39 to $2.49 per square foot. Carpet and LVP remnants are also on sale for just 99 cents per square foot, located a block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
At Western, students don't just earn degrees. They experience growth, friendships, and opportunities. Western Wyoming Community College. Enter here with passion and leave with purpose.
Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network. This is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off.
Good evening and welcome to Jackson Hole High School for the Snake River Shootout, the first of 2 meetings on the schedule for the 2025-26 basketball season. And the Star Valley Braves in Teton County tonight to take on the home Jackson Bronx. I'm Duke Dance with Dal Erickson on the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off girls and boys basketball tonight. Lady Braves up first, Dal, and Star Valley coming in hot on the girls' side. 4 wins in a row and some pretty dominant victories at that as well. Absolutely. Star Valley coming in 2-0 inside of Southwest Quad play, so hoping to take a commanding 3-0 start to open up the quad. Jackson's only played 1 quad game. If I read that correctly, they're 1-0 right now in the quad. It's all part of the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Jackson, Star Valley on SVI. Discover the thrill of adventure with Salt River Motors, your go-to destination for Polaris side-by-sides, 4-wheelers, and sleds. Gear up with premium off-road gear and accessories. And when you are on the road, Salt River Motors keeps you moving with a full automotive service department for tires, shocks, brakes, and comprehensive repair and general maintenance. Visit Salt River Motors on Highway 89 south of Etna or online at saltrivermotors.com.
Feeling overwhelmed by managing your finances? Simplify your life with First Bank of Wyoming. We offer a full range of banking services, all under one roof. From checking and savings accounts to loans, mortgages, and rewards credit cards, we've got you covered. Plus, our convenient online banking and top-notch mobile app put you in control of your finances anytime, anywhere. First Bank of Wyoming.
Yeah, keep going.
The only stop you need for all your banking needs.
In the heart of the Rockies, land is more than property. it's a legacy. Whether you're buying a family ranch, a mountain retreat, or selling farmland, it takes local knowledge and trusted hands. Austin Callison and Andy Neal, licensed in Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, bring unmatched experience with Hayden Outdoors, the West's premier land brokerage. Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids' sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
Where do legends come from? Some start as dreamers, even after they're turned down again and again. But everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
You know, this is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
Welcome to Aspen Physical Therapy. Let our team help you out with your healthcare needs. We work with a wide variety of patients, from car accidents to strains and sprains to injured athletes to post-surgical care. We have a number of modalities and different procedures we use to help people, including dry needling and our radial pulse wave machine. We have offices in Thane and Afton and are open Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 8 to 5. Tuesdays and Thursdays we are out seeing our home health patients. Aspen Physical Therapy, getting you back to work, to play, to life.
Bill Neeb, I operate Teton Truss. We build roofing trusses, floor trusses, wall panels, and affordable homes. My relationship with Bank of Star Valley is very personable. I can call down to Thane, we're on a first name basis. I think Bank of Star Valley also uses character as well as credit score when it comes to making decisions. My dad once told me, going into business, you need a personal relationship with your banker, and I get just that.
Live coverage of Star Valley Sports on the SVI Sports Network is made possible by TerraPower, a nuclear innovation company. The Right Company, your local siding and gutter experts. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Hillam Orthodontics, generations serving generations since 1966. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
At Fall River Propane, we're not just your propane provider. We're the ones who make sure life keeps moving. Fall River Propane. Experience the difference.
I'm Viola Jones. I'm the owner and baker of Sourdough Nest. One thing that helped us immensely was SVI Media. We were new to town and they didn't really know about us. If you're a new business or even an older business and you want people to know about you, you'll definitely get your money's worth to go to SVI. I appreciate SVI especially for their marketing and to help us out.
To learn more, visit svinews.com/advertising.
It's almost game time. This is the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off on the SVI Sports Network.
Welcome back to the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off on the SVI Sports Network. Duke Gansadell Erickson with you at Jackson Hole High School, where the Lady Broncs playing host to the Star Valley Lady Braves. Jackson coming in 2-8 overall in the girls' side of the ball, 1-0 inside of 4A Southwest play. Star Valley Lady Braves 8-4 overall, 2-0 inside the 4A Southwest. Al, let's head right into our senior spotlight right now. Earlier on, I had the chance to catch up with Star Valley High School junior Avery England on SVI.
It's our player spotlight on the SVI Sports Network, and Star Valley High School junior with the Lady Braves, Avery England, is here with us today. Avery, first off, I bet it felt good to get off the court. You missed a few games early because of an injury, right? So tell us how things are that way, injury-wise, for you.
So yeah, I missed the first few weeks just because I had stupid meniscus tear. But I'm back and it's super fun to be with my team again, and I definitely missed being out there on the court with them, but it was still a fun experience to be cheering them on, and I'm definitely excited to keep playing.
Absolutely. Now, you guys have been stacking up a few wins in conference play, coming off the win against Riverton on the road. What went well for you guys? It was a pretty solid victory for you.
Yeah, so Riverton went great. I think we did a lot of good things scoring-wise. I think we got it pretty high with our score, and I think our defense was pretty good too, and just all around I felt like we played well together during Riverton, and hopefully we can carry that to Jackson tomorrow.
Awesome. So you mentioned Jackson, in Jackson this time around. So anything specific you guys are focusing on against the Bronx?
So far we're just talking about how we want to full court press them so we can hopefully give them anxiety to start with the game, so we can just show them who we are and that we're going to win.
Awesome. You mentioned the full court press. Defensively, the Lady Braves have been shut down a lot this year. One of the best defenses in the state. What is it about your defense and this team's defense that has been working so well?
I think just hustle plays, because we think mostly we just try and get a lot of tips, and which creates steals, and we are just hustling and in their face the whole time. So I think that definitely stresses them out.
Avery England, our player spotlight here on SVI. All right, Avery, when you're not playing basketball, what else do you like to do?
I love spending a lot of time with family and friends, and mostly summer activities. I like camping and just being outside, and in the winter I don't really do much just because I don't want to risk getting injured again, but yeah.
That makes sense. All right, do you have a favorite camping spot that you like to go to?
We love going up Grays River, and we have a family tradition going up there every year, so that one's super fun.
Nice, love it. All right, so just a junior this year, so you still have some time to figure out post-high school plans, but do you have any idea right now, or not thinking about that too much yet?
I've kind of been thinking about it because I've had the question asked a lot, but I think I just want to go to esthetician school maybe and just play sports with people when I can find them.
Nice, love that. Okay, how about your favorite class in school right now?
Probably have to say intern. It's pretty easy. I have it first hour with Coach Erickson, so.
Okay, nice. How about your least favorite class?
Probably English. It's just so boring. We just have to listen to books the whole time.
Awesome. How about your least favorite drill in practice?
Oh, shoot. Does conditioning count as a drill? Syracuse.
Yeah. Awesome. I get that one a lot, actually. Okay, favorite, let's do favorite movie.
Favorite movie? Happy Gilmore.
Nice. I like that. That's a good one. How about favorite candy bar?
Favorite candy bar, I'd have to say, oh my gosh, I can't remember. Hershey's Bar, just classic.
Perfect, love it. That's Avery England, our senior, our player spotlight on the SVI Sports Network.
The player spotlight, and great to have her back. She only wears the knee brace during gameplay now. She had that injury, and it's been great to have her back on the floor for Star Valley basketball.
Well, and we kind of touched on this last week. You can see with every game she's getting a little more confident, getting a little more explosiveness back in her game, which is kind of what we're used to seeing in her sophomore season. And so yeah, looking forward to another notch forward in her health tonight.
8.5 minutes away from tip-off time at Jackson Hole High School tonight. Let's take a look at the Crimson Corner as part of our First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off.
Well, the Ron-Thon for the girls, another successful outing as they won the Ron-Thon for the 5th straight time. 169 team points. Natrona was second with 141.5. Champions were Kara Andrews and Remy Allman. Indoor track there at the Stacy Dragila Invite in Pocatello. Boys wrestling, they were at the Ronthon today, and they'll be there tomorrow. And then looking at basketball down the road next week, hosting Rock Springs on Thursday, and then at Green River on Saturday. That's a look at your Crimson Corner.
It's all part of our countdown to tip-off coverage from Jackson Hole High School, about 7 minutes, 40 seconds away from tip-off time in the varsity girls game. Here's the Sunrise Engineering Roundup.
Some matchups for tonight. The Battle of Sweetwater County, number 2 Green River at Rock Springs, Campbell County at Sheridan. Kelly Walsh is, of course, cross town at Natrona County. Easton Laramie, that's the headliner tonight in a battle of top teams. These are, of course, the rankings from WyoPreps.com. And then Central is at South. One game tomorrow, another battle of ranked teams. You got Sheridan at Thunder Basin, and that is a look at your Sunrise Engineering Roundup.
Creating solutions that work and relationships that last. Visit sunrise-eng.com. Let's take a break here. We'll have the rivalry. Amelia Kazare courtside. Records Watch, keys to the game, national anthem, and the starters on the way from Jackson Hole High School and the Snake River Shootout on the SVI Sports Network.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, safety is our top priority, not just for our employees, but for their families too. Our commitment extends beyond the workplace as we proudly support and contribute to the local community in meaningful ways. We're more than just a mine. We're a pillar of strength for those who live here. Discover how we make a difference at Simplot.com. Join us in fostering a safer, stronger community. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
The remodel of the hot tub at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton has been completed and is open for guests. Kodiak has also begun construction for a swimming pool and additional hot tub, which will open for guests only soon. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com. Star Valley Sports on SVI are presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisors Kyle Terry, creating tailored solutions to address your financial needs. And by Rusty's Tree Service, the tree removal experts. Call 248-2442.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with HomeZone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, HomeZone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. HomeZone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
The countdown to tip-off is made possible by First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free personal and business checking. Visit gofirstbank.com.
Star Valley Lady Braves basketball on the SVI Sports Network, taking on the Lady Broncs of Jackson Hole High School in Teton County tonight. Duke Dance, Dal Erickson, and the SVI Sports crew here with you. Dal, let's recap this Snake River Shootout with the help of SVI News.
Well, this one goes back as far as it gets for the Lady Braves. In fact, the very first game all time for Star Valley girls basketball was against the Jackson Broncs. So that one goes all the way back to 1977. Overall, the Lady Braves have owned the series 84-20 here in Jackson. Star Valley leads at 38-7. The last time these two teams met, the Lady Braves won it in Afton 59-17. Looking at some of the trends, this is kind of mind-boggling still to me, but Star Valley has won 30 straight in this series dating back to the 2009-2010 season. This is the 105th meeting overall, and that is a look at your rivalry presented tonight by SVINews.com.
Visit SVINews.com for your print or e-edition subscription to the Star Valley Independent. That's SVINews.com. We have the Records Watch on the way, but first let's go courtside. Amelia Kazare standing by. She had the chance to catch up with head coach Kate Erickson and get his thoughts on the game today. Millie.
Coach Erickson told me the focus heading into tonight's game has been all about energy and purpose. He said that the girls have had great practices with lots of team competitions that push them to play at a faster but more controlled pace. That control is key, especially as the team works on moving the ball better and tightening up defensive rotations. While Jackson has a unique style of play, Coach Erickson said that they've improved a lot over the past few seasons and can't be overlooked. He wants to see the Lady Braves bring the energy, stay locked in, and play Star Valley basketball tonight. We'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Amelia Kazare, with the Miles CPA courtside report. It is tax season. Get your best results possible with the help of Miles CPA in Afton, Alpine. Call 0055. 3 minutes to tip-off time. Now let's check the records watch presented by Star Valley Disposal.
Lady Braves come into the weekend averaging just under 44 points per game. That puts them 8th in the Wyoming 4A class. Right around there in shooting as well, 33.5%. Just for reference, Laramie is number 1 at 39.8. Rebounding-wise, the Lady Braves, that's always going to be something they got to work at. Right now ranked 10th, but where they hang their hat, you can see it right there. The number 2 ranked defense, and it's only by a 1/10 of a point. So the Lady Braves defense is where they really shine. Look at some individuals. Ambry Nelson, 3rd in the 4A West in scoring. Cam Mackey, 33% from 3. How about this one? I didn't realize this. Morgan McGee, 85% from the free throw line tonight. So just my 2 cents. When Cam Mackey shoots a 3 and when Morgan McGee shoots a free throw, that's a good thing if you're a Star Valley fan. That's a look at your records watch, presented tonight by Star Valley Disposal.
Residential, commercial, construction, and septic services. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com. That's StarValleyDisposal.com. Let's just take a final 1-minute break here in our countdown to tip-off coverage. We'll have the keys to the game next on the SVI Sports Network.
Drive your career forward by joining the LCSD2 Transportation Department. We're now hiring for part-time bus aides starting at $16.75 per hour. Full-time route drivers earn $22 per hour, working only during the school year. Substitute driver and substitute aide positions are also available. Explore these rewarding opportunities and become a vital part of our education system. For more information, visit lcsd2.org and click Job Openings. That's lcsd2.org and click Job Openings.
Discover the convenience and reliability of Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic for all your waste management needs. We offer comprehensive services, including residential and commercial trash removal, septic pump outs, and a variety of porta-potty options with optional cleaning schedules. Trust us for efficient and professional solutions. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com to schedule your service. That's StarValleyDisposal.com.
Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network. This is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off.
Where you're more than just an account number at First Bank of Wyoming. Visit your local branches in Alpine and in Afton as we take a look at the keys to the game presented by Star Valley Health.
Well, key number 1, we're kind of touched on by Coach Erickson. Nothing is owed, regardless of how the season's going, how this series is going. That doesn't mean anything tonight. You still got to go out there and do the work. I think part of that is going to be a fast start would be beneficial for the Lady Braves if they can do it. And then balanced offense. I go back to the game last Saturday in Riverton. They had 6 players score anywhere from 5 to 8 points. That makes you really hard to defend. Looking for more of that tonight. And those are the Star Valley Health keys to the game.
Offering the keys to your great health, compassionate care, every person, every time. Visit StarValleyHealth.org. That is StarValleyHealth.org. That's going to wrap up our First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Your home for totally free checking, where free really does mean free. Visit GoFirstBank.com. That is GoFirstBank.com. And yeah, down Star Valley looking to pick up a win here to take good control of the 4A Southwest.
Yeah, an opportunity tonight to keep things rolling, but as I said, you're going to need to come out and put things together as best you can.
We are going to send it down to the court. We'll have the presentation of the colors and the national anthem made possible in our broadcast with the help of Hastings Ace Hardware, located in Afton. That is Hastings Ace Hardware. So down to the court.
Please rise and remove your caps as we honor this community, our servicemen and women, and our great nation with the singing of the national anthem by Jackson Hole student and Teton County Fair and Rodeo senior princess, the awesome Maddie Dornan.
Oh, say, can you see by
Let's meet today's players with the help of Mountain Star Products. Mountain Star Products, excavation, road building, gravel, sand, and more.
There's your varsity roster presented by Mountain Star Products. Now the starting 5 being announced here at Jackson Hole High School.
And the Lady Braves going with the same starting 5 we've seen for most of the season. Number 3, Morgan McGee, a junior. Cam Mackey, a senior, wearing number 4. Ambry Nelson, senior, wearing number 5. A junior wearing number 12, that's Hudson Kleeman. And a senior wearing number 24, that is Ruby Hill. The Lady Braves coached by Kate Erickson, assisted by Jason Kazare, Shaylin Hathaway, and Alan Simpson.
Starting lineups presented by Mountain Star Products. Stay tuned for details on an expanded retail department opening this spring, including full supplies for subcontractors and landscapers, located on Rocky Road in Afton. That is Mountain Star Products. Starting 5 about to be announced here at Jackson Hole High School. They're doing a little hype video, and then they'll get to that. The Jackson Bronx, of course, will be in their home white. Star Valley Lady Braves in their road crimsons tonight. Of course, Jackson will come in at 2-8 overall, but as we mentioned now, coming off a win against Riverton last week.
Well, and you even go back, was it 2 seasons ago, they had that big long losing streak. They were able to break that. They've already won a couple this year, including a conference game. So, yeah, they're feeling pretty good about things after that win last week.
Starting 5 now being announced for the home Bronx. Number 0 is a junior, Ari Fowler. Number 3 is a senior, Hayden Block. Number 13 is a freshman, Zoe Green. Number 25 is another freshman, Margaret Holland. And finally, number 33, a junior, Trinity Green. Head coach Olivia Bingham for the home Jackson Bronx. Jackson coming into the game averaging 27.8 points per game. Star Valley offensively averaging 43.8 points per game, 8th in the 4A West. Defensively, Jackson allows 47 points per game, 9th in 4A basketball. While defensively, Star Valley Lady Braves have the second best defense in the entire state of Wyoming in the 4A class, allowing 37.6 points per game.
Key matchups tonight, number 0, Ari Fowler. She leads the Lady Bronx in scoring, 11 points per. She's going to need some help tonight, and we'll see if she can get it.
Opening tip, almost won by Star Valley. It ricochets out of bounds off of Mackey, so it's going to be, no, they say out of bounds off of Jackson, rather. So it's going to be Star Valley basketball inbounding side out immediately, and they'll do so to Nelson in the front court. Lady Braves' first possession of the game. Nelson to the left side elbow, passes behind her to Hill, who gives it back up to Mackey, top of the key. Pass right side to Mackey, feed down low, kick out, Hill, long 2, toe on the line, and rattled it down and in for the deuce.
You'll take that.
Lady Braves score first to make it 2-0, 7:33 to go in the opening period. First possession of the game now for the home Jackson Bronx. Pass through the hand of Jackson, picked up by Mackey, 2v2 on the other end, and the defense recovers. Mackey stops, goes to the elbow, kicks back to Hill, drives in on the angle to the rim, blocked, but with a foul. And it's going to put Ruby Hill to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
You know, anytime you can get that opening shot to go, if you're a player, you look at that and you're thinking, oh, okay, it's going to be my kind of night. I really like how Ruby was aggressive on the next possession here, got herself to the line here. Foul was going to go against number 25, Margaret Holland. And the free throw is good. Another one coming.
Makes it 3-0, and at the Riverside Dental free throw line is Ruby Hill with 7:18 to go in the first. Got them both, and the Lady Braves out to a strong start. They lead at 4-0.
Great start for Ruby. 4 points in the first 45 seconds.
Fowler brings it across the timeline. The junior with 11.3 points per game for the Jackson Broncs, who start 2 freshmen. Do Jackson. They'll work it around the arc to the right side. And miscommunication, pass went baseline, teammate went corner, and it goes out of bounds untouched. Turnover for the Broncs.
Some backcourt pressure here going to be brought by the Jackson defense.
Go a little 2-2-1 trap in the three-quarter court. 6:57 to play in the first period. Star Valley still behind the timeline. Now Nelson breaks the press, dribbles across, goes to Hill, tries to left angle this time, but nothing to back outside to Nelson. 6:45 to play in the first period. McGee, Nelson, top of the key, bounce pass back to McGee, gives up the shot, goes to Hill, long 2, front rimmed at that time. No good, and rebounded by the Broncs. Jackson across the timeline with Zoe Green, who passes and sets a screen. Fowler hands off to block. Screen set by Green again, and now goes back to Green on the outside. 6:23 to play in the opening period. Ball movement down into the corner, and now dribbling back up top is block. Down to the free throw line and kick back out to the left side. No shot there, ball tipped, and Nelson almost has the steal, but it's knocked out, but off of Jackson last to touch, and so Ambry basically forces the turnover there.
That matchup between Ambry Nelson and Cam Mackey defensively against the Jackson offense.
Still at half court by Jackson to the line and then to the rim, and then a foul on Star Valley. This will be on the shot to stop the clock at 6:07 in the first period and put Jackson to the free throw line.
Just finishing that thought, that's going to be a key matchup tonight. I guess we're saying this on the shot, Duke. You said that, but free throws upcoming here for Ari Fowler on the season. 75%. First one is good.
She'll have one more with the first points on the board for the home Broncs. 6:07 to play in the first. Star Valley up 4-1 as Fowler's second attempt is also in to make it 4-2. Pressure remains in the backcourt by the Jackson defense. Nelson in the backcourt, picks up her dribble with a pass to Hill across the timeline, works it left to McGee, through her hand but collected. Has it still on the outside, resets to Nelson up top. Wants to drive, bounce down to McGee, jumper on the low block left side, no good. Rebounded by Fowler, the board to Jackson, and it's Lady Bronc basketball.
Couple good looks for Star Valley on the last couple possessions, just leaving a little short.
Jackson around the perimeter offensively, down by 2. 5:35 to play in the first period. Both teams with one foul apiece. One-on-one in the lane. Scoop shot to the rim is in. Trinity Green, the freshman, or junior rather, ties the game at 4. Pressure forces a turnover, and Star Valley throws it away at the half-court line, and it's Jackson basketball.
You can see Coach Erickson giving some instruction. They clarifying a few things, and now Jackson with a chance to take the lead.
5:20 to play in the opening period. All knotted up at 4 early. Screen set for Fowler, who drives, then has the ball poked away but picked back up by block. Stays with Jackson, hands off to Fowler on the outside. A few screens, motion 3, down the barrel. Tried to bank it, but no good. Rebounded in the lane, kick back out. Second attempt for Fowler. That one's in, and it's a 7-0 run for the Jackson Broncs to lead by 3. Right now, Star Valley looking for points after jumping out to a 4-0 start. Now they turn it over. Another unforced error by Star Valley, and it goes back to Jackson again.
Well, this last 30 seconds is a great point on how to lose this game. Giving up offensive rebounds, second chance opportunities, and then throwing the ball away. You'll lose if you keep doing that.
Ball forced out of bounds on the other end. It's going to be last touched by Star Valley. Nelson again there to knock it out. It's going to be side out inbound play here for the Lady Broncs in the front court. They go to the perimeter to Holland. Quickly back to the inbounder. Now a jumper on the free throw line. No good. Rebounded this time by Ruby Hill. Star Valley basketball on the miss. They'll work it to Nelson on the right wing. Drives, has the pass, stolen again. Taken away by Zoe Green. And Jackson back with the ball and the three-point lead.
Three times in a row, Lady Braves didn't get a shot. They're just turning it over.
4:15 to play in the first period. Jackson on the outside, bounce past the block, top of the key. McGee on her defensively, works it over to Zoe Green, where Mackey has her on the perimeter defense. Green tries to drive, Hill with the help defense, forces the ball back outside, able to find Strickland on the perimeter. Another freshman on the Bronc roster, by the way. She'll kick it out, work it over to block. Stops in the mid-range, but no shot. Back to the backboard, looking for an outlet. Gets tied up by Nelson, who almost had the jump ball call, but almost had the steal, but instead it's the jump ball, and it stays with the Broncs.
Harley Rommel comes in for Jackson. Libby Kleeman checking in for the Lady Braves.
Inbound play on the baseline now for Jackson. 3:44 to go in the opening period, and Jackson leading at 7-4 in the girls' varsity game. Inbound outside to Fowler. Three's on the way. Got it again. It's a 10-0 run. Back-to-back triples for Fowler, and the Broncs lead by 6.
Well, she's been hot so far, 8 points.
Jackson offensively averaging under 30 a game, going up against the second best defense in Star Valley. Right now, the Broncs winning the battle, but ending the run is a Hudson Kleeman jumper from the free throw line to make it 10-6.
If you're the Lady Braves, you just got to concentrate on what works for you. Defense, not turning the ball over.
A little perimeter hand foul will be given to Ambry Nelson, stopping the clock at 3:06 to go in the first period.
First personal, second team foul. The Lady Braves here in the corner. Avery England checks in for Star Valley, and Talia Miller in for the Lady Broncs.
Jackson will inbound on top of the Braves bench. Miller will toss it in. Ball tipped but collected by Fowler. She's hit back-to-back threes. Wants a heat check, deep triple, almost banked it, no good. Jackson will just about have the rebound, but it's taken away. Star Valley has it. Hudson Kleeman on the board.
That's going to be important for Star Valley. You got to corral those long rebounds like that. Good job there by Hudson.
Mackey feeds it to Kleeman. Extra pass down low. Shot didn't go over the rim for Kleeman, and it's loose jump ball call. Arrow does favor Star Valley. Going to stay with the Lady Braves. Libby couldn't quite get it to crawl over the rim.
Jump ball, possession Star Valley.
Braves basketball inbounding on the baseline. 2:43 to play in the first period. And a 4-point Jackson lead. Lady Broncs up 10-6. England inbounds. Lobs up to Mackey. One dribble pass back to England. Fakes left, drives right into the rim. Hook shot in. Avery hits the deck, but hits the shot as well. Makes it a 2-point game.
Talked about her confidence and her health growing with every game. That's more like what we saw for the last 2 months of last season.
Down to a 2-point difference now. Broncs still lead 10-8, and they'll have the ball around the outside. Rommel drives, kick out, Fowler three, another one for Ari. And it's the Ari Fowler show here in the first period to make it 13-8.
You got to do a better job defensively there, but you also just got to ride it out. 21 made threes in the season. Well, she's got 3 in the first quarter.
Mackey drives baseline, clears it back out to England, goes in the lane. Runner bouncing no good. Rebound with a foul. Libby Kleeman couldn't get the shot off because of the foul. So this will be on the floor, and the Lady Braves have it with $1:54 remaining in the first.
Excellent post position here for Libby Kleeman. Here's that Fall River propane triple. And Fowler shoots about 26% from 3. Right now she's 3 of 5. So like I said, got to kind of ride it out.
Inbound to the post, kick back outside and around the arc. England open 3 down the barrel. No good off the backboard, but rebounded by Star Valley. Foster has the board. Goes to Kleeman, tries to force the bounce pass down the lane, and it's stolen away. Another steal for the Broncs. Minute 35 to go in the opening period.
Sometimes the Lady Braves kind of fall in love with that bounce pass, and it bit them that time.
Green has it on the baseline for Jackson. Ball poked away by Libby Kleeman, but recollected by Green. She'll have it on the outside. Kleeman gets the steal this time, poked it away, has it out to England. Numbers for the Braves. Avery crossover ram, no good. Fight for the rebound, picked up by Libby. Her shot no good. Ball loose, still on the court. Star Valley digs up the rebound, kick out to Foster. Now to England. Cross court corner, McGee, 3, left side, no good. Fight for the rebound again. Ball down on the court. Bodies go down to get it. We're going to have a whistle and a jump ball call. Arrow this time favoring the Jackson Broncs with 58 seconds remaining in the first.
3 solid looks there for Star Valley. You got to be happy with the boards. Just would like to come away with some points on that possession, of course.
Stays a 5-point Jackson lead, up 13-8. Braves with a little backcourt pressure in the man-to-man defense. McGee over the top of a screen, but across the half court goes block for Jackson. She's double teamed in the front court, looks for some help, and there's going to be a timeout called by Coach Bingham of Jackson to make sure that they keep possession there in the front court. Back in 30, Jackson leads on SVI.
Whether you're courtside or mat side this season, it's also tax season. This is your Miles CPA tax tip. Filing an extension on your taxes only gives you more time to file your tax return. It doesn't give you more time to pay. If you owe taxes and wait to pay until you file or until the extension deadline, the IRS can and will charge you interest and possibly penalties, starting from the original tax date of April 15th. So even with an extension, it's smart to estimate and pay what you owe on April 15th to avoid extra costs.
You're watching live coverage of Star Valley Braves basketball on the SVI Sports Network. Here's Duke Dance and Dal Erickson.
Jackson basketball after calling their first time out of the game. 45 seconds remaining in the opening period. Bronx will inbound with Green on the sideline. Holding it, running out of time. Bounce passes, tipped but collected by Jackson. Block keeps possession for the Bronx. Hands off to Fowler on the perimeter. England's on her, has a screen. Hands off to Block around a screen for her. 3 down the barrel, no good. But rebound, put back, missed. England on the board for Star Valley. Tiptoes the side baseline and up the sideline and across half court. England stops on the left side wing and centers things up with 20 seconds remaining in the period. Feed to Hill, but lost it. Loose ball fought for. We're going to have a foul on Star Valley with 15.9 seconds remaining in the first.
Lady Braves being too reckless with the ball inside the paint here. You got to take care of it better than what you're doing right here. You're just giving the ball right back and then putting yourself back on your heels to play another session of tough defense.
Fowler, top of the floor. 10 seconds to go for Jackson with a 5-point lead. The Bronx throw it away. Try to pass down low, but nobody home. Star Valley will have it with 7.5 seconds to go. Full court in front of them.
Miller back in for Jackson.
McGee will inbound. Foster and England back there, but instead she goes to Hill. Clock is rolling. Hill back to McGee, still behind the timeline now across half court. 2-1. McGee pulls the trigger on the 3, but way high and no good. And that will send us to the end of one with Jackson on top of Star Valley in the girls' varsity game, 13-8 on Jackson Hole Radio and the SVI Sports Network.
Technology in medicine is advancing all the time. Amazingly, Star Valley Health is keeping up with everywhere else. It provides people an opportunity to get care that is closer, but care that is the same or better quality. Our specialists are fellowship trained and board certified.
Doing care at Star Valley Health has made me feel like I've got a place at home that I can trust and rely on.
Hi, I'm Elise, and I've been dancing since I was 3, and I love it. I used to get nervous going places by myself, but I don't get worried anymore. Dance has helped me be brave and confident, and I am even on Desi's dance performing team now. I love being with my friends, and I love my teachers.
To learn more about how you or your child could not only develop their dance skills, but also develop as a person, visit Desi'sDance.com. Youth and adult classes are available. That's Desi'sDance.com.
Let's go back to the game with more live coverage of Star Valley High School sports on the SVI Sports Network.
In Jackson tonight, where the Lady Bronx have a 13-8 lead over the Star Valley Lady Braves. Beginning of the second period, it is going to be Star Valley basketball as they work around the outside perimeter. Lady Braves jumped out to a 4-0 lead. Jackson retook it, but there is a Star Valley orthodontics triple from Ari Foster.
That'll help. First made three-pointer for the Lady Braves tonight. They're now 1 of 4 as a team.
Cuts the lead down to 2, 13-11. And pressure on the front court by England. Knocks the ball out, stays with Jackson in the front court. Bronx will inbound with Holland. Triggers to Miller. Drives down to the baseline and no shot. Foster on the defense. Forces the ball back up top. And it's out of bounds. Lost by Jackson. Goes back to Star Valley down by 2.
That's an excellent little microcosm of how the Lady Braves want to play defense. They want to get deflections. They want to cause some hesitation, some mistakes from Jackson that turn into turnovers for you.
Jackson stays in the half-court trap. Star Valley breaks it. Foster down the right post, kicks it back outside. Extra pass around the arc. England along 2. Heels on the line and banks it in. Ties the game at 13 all.
Avery now with 4 points off the bench.
She's on defense now, covering block across the half court, forces the ball over to the left side. Zoe Green up top to Strickland. Feed over to the right side corner now to block, goes down baseline. Good defense by Hill. Back outside to Rommel. She drives, no shot. Kick it back out. Ball down the post and some contact and a foul on Star Valley. That stops the clock at 6:46 to play in the second.
Foul going to go against Morgan McGee, her second, first foul of the quarter. That's kind of an unfortunate one there for Morgan. That one looked like it was out of control.
Inbound play here for Jackson. Fowler to throw it in, goes to the outside, handoff back to Fowler. England stays on her defensively. Feed down the lane, runners there, short, rebound, put back and in. It was Margaret Holland, one of the freshmen, who got her own rebound and put it back up and in.
The offensive boards are a little bit of a concern for the Lady Braves right now. They're giving up too many, in my opinion.
Lead back to Jackson, 15-13. And almost stolen by the Bronx, but out of bounds, stays with Star Valley on their end.
Very fortunate not to turn the ball over there. Here's that last shot from Holland, and then nobody puts a body on her, so she just kind of keeps sliding all the way to the 10 and gets another opportunity.
Inbound to England, who goes to Nelson. Deep on the left wing. England up top. 6:12 to play in the second. Kick out. Mackey for 3 in the corner. No good. Too strong. Rebounded by Trinity Green. Jackson basketball. Pick Fowler across the half-court line. 6 minutes to go in the second period. Bronx by 2, 15-13. Ball moving around the outside. Blocked back into the half-court circle. Picked up by Nelson with a bounce pass over to the left side to Green, who feeds it over to Zoe Green. Zoe and Trinity Green both on the court with the ball up top to Trinity. She drives, double team on the post, leans into it, scoops it up, no good. Rebounded by Hudson Kleeman, Star Valley basketball.
Really good defense here from Hudson.
Nelson on the right side wing, dribbles away from a double team. Mackey on the left side wing. Back up to Nelson. Ambry over to the right, picks up her dribble, and Mackey up on top. Sweet pass left to England. Double team there, has to give it back outside and around the arc. Nelson, double team for her, and a foul on Jackson as she tried to pass it away. And that will be the first foul of the period against the Bronx with 5:12 to play in the second.
Foul number 3, Hayden Block. As you mentioned, first foul against the Lady Bronx. Kira Allred checking in for the Lady Braves. Avery England has a seat. Avery with a really strong stretch right there.
Mackey inbounds backcourt to Nelson. She'll dribble across the timeline, pass to Allred, feed to Kleeman, back up and around the arc up top. Sweet pass right, Allred fakes right, passes left. Nelson tries post, runner on the left side, bounces on the rim but no good, and a jump ball on the rebound attempt. Arrow, I believe, favors Jackson, and it does. Bronx basketball.
First shot of the game though for Ambry, so I'd like to maybe see a couple more from her.
She has a steal on the inbound play, though. Gives it up after stealing it in the corner. Here's Allred now to the left side as Star Valley has possession. Dump down to Kleeman, kick out to Nelson, takes the 3 right wing. Good! Ambry gives the lead to the Lady Braves on a Star Valley Orthodontics triple.
Lady Braves, after starting 0 for 4 from 3, they've hit their last couple.
16-15, pressure in the backcourt, dribbling up across the timeline on the left sideline is Holland. Stops with a back to the backboard on the 3-point line, and a timeout taken by Coach Bingham. And the Jackson Bronx will call a 30-second timeout. Lady Braves lead now by 1, 16-15, back in 30 on the SVI Sports Network.
Battleson Brothers has new inventory on the way, so they need to clear out current stock to make room. Everything must go. In-stock LVP has been discounted to $1.99 to $2.99 per square foot. In-stock carpet is marked down to between $1.39 to $2.49 per square foot. Carpet and LVP remnants are also on sale for just 99 cents per square foot, located a block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
At Western, students don't just earn degrees. They experience growth, friendships, and opportunities. Western Wyoming Community College. Enter here with passion and leave with purpose.
This is the SVI Sports Network with live coverage of Star Valley Braves basketball.
Second timeout called by Jackson. They'll have 3 remaining, all 5 still for Coach Erickson and the Braves. It is Jackson basketball now trailing by 1 after a 3-ball dropped in for Star Valley.
It's been a good start to the quarter for Star Valley. They're on an 8-2 run.
Almost have it still. They do. Bounces off Jackson, picked up by Nelson. Turnover by the Bronx. Nelson across the half-court line to Mackey. Her pass is tipped but collected by Kleeman, who's fouled on the post. This will be on the floor with 4:11 to play in the second period.
Foul will go against Trinity Green. First personal. Second team foul here with 4:11 to go in the second.
Inbounding is Mackey on the baseline for the Lady Braves.
McGee back in, by the way, on that dead ball.
She collects the pass and she's fouled. This will be on the shot. She caught it on the low block right side, immediately went up for the shot. Draws the contact, and she's to the Riverside Dental free throw line for 2 attempts.
Hayden Block picks up her second personal, and now that's the third team foul against Jackson. Morgan McGee to the free throw line. We're on the season. She comes into the weekend, as I said, 85% from the free throw line. I don't mean to make this be too self-deprecating here, Duke, but how did we miss that? We played 12 games, and I had no idea Morgan was shooting 85% from the free throw line. That is stellar.
Well, she hits the first and knocks down the second, so 2 for 2 on that trip.
Boy, I'd try and get her there more if I had my say.
3-point lead for Star Valley. Jackson with the basketball now. Holland in the front court, hands off to Fowler. She's had 3 3-pointers in the first period, Fowler. And then England's been bumped on her, and she's now back to Nelson covering Fowler. Ball tipped away, but picked up by Rommel. Stays with Jackson. She tries to pass to Fowler, and then it's going to be a foul on Nelson to stop the clock at 3:48.
Second personal on Ambry Nelson. Second team foul, so that's something to watch. Still got 3:48 to go. Obviously, if you're Coach Erickson, you would not want Nelson to pick up that third.
Jackson down by 3, inbounds to Fowler, dribbles into the lane, bounces to the outside with a short 2 for the baseline, no good. Rebounded and blocked out of bounds by Star Valley. Stays with Jackson on the baseline. 3:39 to play in the second period. Quite tell who got it. England and Hudson Kleeman both there, as you saw it on the Fall River Propane replay. Inbound left side key to Zoe Green, but there's going to be an offensive foul. Gives the ball back to the Lady Braves. Backcourt pressure once again for Jackson, a 3-quarter court trap. Mackey passes right side to England, dribbles across the half court, makes a move to get a little separation, and then passes to Nelson. 3:22 to play in the second. England, quick pass left to Mackey. McGee, extra pass to Hudson Kleeman, and she's fouled. Beautiful ball movement. Down around the arc to the post, and then down to the baseline, and it's going to put Hudson Kleeman to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
Margaret Holland whistled for her second, 4th team foul. And to the free throw line now is Hudson Kleeman. 70% for her this season. First one's good.
She'll have one more attempt. We have 3 minutes and 17 seconds to go before halftime. And a 4-point lead for Star Valley, matching their largest when it was 4-0. Free throw bounces a couple of times, but no good. Rebound for Strickland. Jackson basketball. Fowler in the backcourt. England with her across the timeline. Makes a move. England stays with her. Screen set. England underneath it. Fowler drives the post, kick back outside to Rommel. She'll put up the long 2 on the right side post. May have been deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Star Valley, and it stays with, nope, last touch by Jackson trying to save it, and it's going to be Star Valley basketball.
Yeah, somebody definitely got a piece of that. Couldn't quite see who it was. Timeout on the court, looks like a 30-second.
2 minutes and 58 seconds to go in the second period. I believe the Star Valley timeout. We'll be back in 30 on SVI. Discover the thrill of adventure with Salt River Motors, your go-to destination for Polaris side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and sleds. Gear up with premium off-road gear and accessories. And when you are on the road, Salt River Motors keeps you moving with a full automotive service department for tires, shocks, brakes, and comprehensive repair and general maintenance. Visit Salt River Motors on Highway 89 south of Etna or online at saltrivermotors.com.
Find high-resolution photos of today's game available for purchase online. Simply visit SVInews.com and click the Photos tab.
So far in the second period, the Lady Braves defense has held Jackson to just 2 points, and it is Star Valley basketball. Braves with the lead by 4, 19-15. Backcourt pressure being put on by Jackson. Braves break it with a pass to Nelson with the ball tipped and stolen. Trinity Green had the tip, and it's Jackson basketball the other way.
Winds up in the hands of Ari Fowler.
Fowler with it, has Foster on her. Screen set, the defense flips to Nelson back on Fowler. Pass down low, tip loose, and Foster almost with the steal. Stays with Jackson on their baseline.
Here's that sequence again. Lady Braves they're almost being a little bit too aggressive here. Just really battling for the ball and probably just could have come down with it.
There is 4 team fouls on Jackson, 2 on Star Valley with the pass to the outside to Zoe Green. Hands back off to Fowler. Defense switches over to England on her now. Now a nice pass down low, and the shot rolls over and in for Jacqueline Strickland. Makes it a 2-point game.
That's a good job. They kind of followed Fowler over the top of that screen, and it opened up some space for Strickland, and she went right to the hoop, and they found her for a bucket.
Foster passes to Nelson. Picks up her dribble, the pass to McGee, drives the right post, stops on the right side key, back outside to Nelson, who goes to Foster and over to Mackey. Dribble on the left side wing down to England. Bounce up to Mackey, and it's tipped and stolen. Actually trying to hit McGee, and it was tipped and stolen. Another Lady Bronx steal. They're collecting a lot of those here in the first half. Jackson on the other end. Fowler, long 2, off balance, couldn't bank it in, and it's rebounded by Mackey. Star Valley basketball quickly up the right side, but numbers by the defense. Mackey will stop and run the offense, catch up to her, and she'll pass right side. Foster, McGee, Foster, and around to Nelson, quickly over left side. No dribble passing here for Star Valley. Now a bounce pass to England. She'll dribble and kick it back up top to Nelson. 1 dribble pass to Mackey. Clock down to 1:20 to play before halftime. Star Valley leading by 2. Nelson holds it now on a long possession for the Lady Braves. Bounce pass to England. Drives baseline. Pull up Jay. Good.
Wow. Not an easy shot there. Had somebody in her face, and Avery still drains it. 6 points now for her.
64 seconds before halftime. Lady Braves back by 4, 21-17. On the outside, trying to go down low. Ball tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Foster, and it stays with the Bronx. And they have 56.8 on the clock.
Here's that last sequence on the Fall River Propane replay. Nice shot there for Avery England.
Jackson inbounds baseline with a lob to Strickland. Has the ball tipped. Fighting for it is Foster, but Strickland will keep possession of it. Hands off to Fowler. Has a screen up top. Works back from right to left. Goes behind her to Zoe Green. Mackey's on her defensively with the pass over to Rommel. Screen set. Rommel for 3. Bouncing on the rim, no good. Ball tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Jackson. You'll say it was tipped out by Fowler, and it stays or goes back to Star Valley.
So my 2 cents here, Duke. Under 40 seconds to go. 4 team fouls on Jackson. Lady Braves going to go right in the paint here and see if they can get an and one, or at very least get to the free throw line. You got that bonus just sitting there waiting for you.
Pressure at the half court again by the Jackson defense. England breaks it with a pass to Mackey. Back to England. Plenty of time still. 28 seconds and counting on the clock. Drive, kick over to Mackey. Just inside the 3. Dribbles baseline and back up top to England. Squares things up. Nelson at 18 seconds. Nelson back to England, just outside the circle. Left side, McGee. Bounce pass down low, in the lane. Hook shot by England, no, but a foul, and that puts her to the Riverside Dental free throw line. 10.4 seconds to go with Star Valley up by 4.
Foul's going to go against Jacqueline Strickland, her first 15 foul. This one on the shot anyway. England to the line to shoot a pair. She's had a solid first half. That one a bit too long, no good.
Stays a 4-point difference. 10.4 seconds remaining in this second period, and one more from the Riverside Dental free throw line for the junior Avery England. And the rainbow is no good, but rebounded by Foster. Clears the back outside, extra possession for the Braves. 6-5 drive, England, offensive foul is called against Star Valley. They actually get Ambry Nelson, who was driving in, and gives it back to Jackson with 4.6 to go in the second. There's a look at it on the Fall River Propane replay. And it's going to be Jackson ball with Trinity Green inbounding. Backcourt, Star Valley in the full court press with 4.6 to go. Trying to force Jackson to take time off the clock. It's stolen by England. Goes to Foster. Jumper at the buzzer. No good. And it will take us to halftime. Lady Braves lead by 4 in Jackson tonight. Star Valley 21, Jackson 17. Live coverage on both Jackson Hole Radio along with Swift 98 and SVI Media. It's all part of the SVI Sports Network and the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show.
Feeling overwhelmed by managing your finances? Simplify your life with First Bank of Wyoming. We offer a full range of banking services, all under one roof. From checking and savings accounts to loans, mortgages, and rewards credit cards, we've got you covered. Plus, our convenient online banking and top-notch mobile app put you in control of your finances anytime, anywhere. First Bank of Wyoming, the only stop you need for all your banking needs.
In the heart of the Rockies, land is more than property. It's a legacy. Whether you're buying a family ranch, a mountain retreat, or selling farmland, it takes local knowledge and trusted hands. Austin Callison and Andy Neal, licensed in Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, bring unmatched experience with Hayden Outdoors, the West's premier land brokerage. Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
Where do legends come from? Some start as dreamers, even after they're turned down again and again. But everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
You know, this is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
Halftime coverage is presented by Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, supporting local families and communities. Visit Simplot.com.
Live on Swift 98 and SVI Media, also welcoming those joining us from the Jackson Hole radio side of the broadcast. I'm Duke Dance with Dal Erickson in Jackson Hole High School tonight. We're the Star Valley Lady Braves taking on the Jackson Hole Lady Broncs, and at the half, it's Star Valley 21, Jackson 17, and I think it's been kind of the story of the game so far has been the turnovers, Dal, for both these two teams.
Well, I actually feel like Jackson, I mean, yeah, they've had their share of just throwing it away, but they've also gone pretty long stretches of taking care of it, and then they forced Star Valley into several turnovers of their own, more steals than maybe what we've seen recently. And then, you know, when you can get such a fast start from Ari Fowler, that kind of staked them to an early lead. And at the half, it's still anybody's game.
It is. Let's take a look at this score deep in the numbers with the Battleson Brothers Flooring halftime battle stats.
Well, that's definitely one of the big parts of that first half was Ari Fowler shooting from distance. Came into the weekend shooting 21 of 82 from the three-point line, 26%, but started 3 of 5 in this first half. She got 11 points to lead all scorers. And as I mentioned right before tip-off, she needs some help, still looking for that help. She did get a couple of baskets from some of her teammates, Jacqueline Strickland, Margaret Holland, Trinity Green, all with 2 points apiece. Rebounding-wise, Jackson's done a great job on the offensive glass. I feel like I've got them with a 3-rebound disadvantage, but probably 4 or 5 of those are offensive boards, and so a chance to put it up and in and get extra points. That's definitely helped them in this first half. 3 of 7 from the three-point line, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Star Valley getting 6 first-half points from Avery England. Had a chance to add to it there right before the break. Missed a couple of free throws. Ruby Hill had a quick start. She's got 4 points. 3 points apiece for Hudson Kleeman and Ari Foster, as well as Ambry Nelson. 2 points for Morgan McGee. Steals, Cam Mackey has 3 of them in that first half. Lady Braves 2 of 6 from 3 and 5 of 8 from the free throw line, and just a 4-point differential here at the break. That's your halftime battle stats.
Presented by Paddleson Brothers Carpet One, Floor and Home, where you find quality, price, and service. Located a block south of the Arch in Afton. That is Paddleson Brothers Flooring, with the Lady Braves on top, 21-17 at the break. Presented by Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine. Now let's see if we can give away some Froyo, a free gift certificate on the line right now for frozen yogurt from Swirl in downtown Afton, with our halftime trivia question.
This one might skew more an advantage to some of our older listeners. The question tonight: Star Valley and Jackson have met in the state championship twice in their history. Name one of the 2 locations those games were played. Use our texted number 307-203-4637. One of the 2. First correct answer wins that gift certificate from Star of 89.
We'll be watching 203-4637, 21-17 Lady Braves over the Bronx at the break. It's the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show on Jackson Hole Radio, along with SBI Media, Swift 98, and the SBI Sports Network.
Welcome to Aspen Physical Therapy. Let our team help you out with your healthcare needs. We work with a wide variety of patients, from car accidents to strains and sprains to injured athletes to post-surgical care. We have a number of modalities and different procedures we use to help people, including dry needling and our radial pulse wave machine. We have offices in Thane and Afton and are open Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 8 to 5. Tuesdays and Thursdays we are out seeing our home health patients. Aspen Physical Therapy, getting you back to work, to play, to life.
Bill Nabe, I operate Teton Truss. We build roofing trusses, floor trusses, wall panels, and affordable homes. My relationship with Bank of Star Valley is very personable. I can call down to Thane, we're on a first name basis. I think Bank of Star Valley also uses character as well as credit score when it comes to making decisions. My dad once told me, going into business, you need a personal relationship with your banker, and I get just that.
Live coverage of Star Valley Sports on the SBI Sports Network is made possible by TerraPower, a nuclear innovation company. The Right Company, your local siding and gutter experts. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Hillam Orthodontics, generations serving generations since 1966. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
This is the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show, bringing Earth's resources to life. Visit Simplot.com.
See job openings for Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine and Simplot locations around the nation. Join the Simplot family. See job openings at Simplot.com. That is Simplot.com. At the break, the Lady Braves leading Jackson 21-17. Let's see how Star Valley's fared so far with those Star Valley Health keys to the game.
Well, key number 1, you got to play like nothing is owed. I actually give credit to Jackson for coming out and playing tough. You know, when you've lost this many in a row to one of your rival teams, one of your conference teams, sometimes I think you get kind of stuck in that quicksand early on. That has not been the case in this first half. Jackson's played tough in this first half. Lady Braves need to continue to play with urgency, especially on the defensive end. Looking for a fast start. I thought Jackson actually had the faster start in this game. We can also carry that over into the third quarter here for Star Valley if you'd like. And then balanced offense, I think you got to be happy with the way that's going right now. You got 6 points, 4 points, 3, 3, 3, just more of the same. I think you'll be in good shape if you can keep doing that if you're the Lady Braves.
That's the Star Valley Health Keys to the Game, offering the keys to your great health. Compassionate care, every person, every time. Visit StarValleyHealth.org. Amelia Kazare standing by courtside. She had a chance to catch up with Coach Kate Erickson, get his thoughts on the first half. Here's the Miles CPA courtside report. Millie.
Coach Erickson said the first half has been a little bit of a battle. Jackson did a good job forcing fouls and limiting assists, which led to foul trouble for players like Morgan and Amber. Heading into the second half, Erickson told me they need to move the ball more effectively and make a few defensive adjustments, like when it comes to fighting through screens. Despite getting down early, he's proud of the girls for staying composed and making smart decisions and being in the right spots on the floor. Coach Erickson hopes those adjustments and continued ball movement will help Star Valley pull away in the second half. Back to you.
Thank you, Millie Kazare, with the Miles CPA courtside report. Find Miles CPA in Afton and Alpine. Now let's see if we have a winner of your trivia question.
And our question was, Star Valley and Jackson have met in the state championship twice in their history. Name one of the two locations those games were played, and they were played in Torrington and Rock Springs, 1979, 1980. How about that?
Not places you typically guess, and apparently that's the case because no winners for the halftime trivia presented by Star of 89 Swirl and the Giftery. Follow them on their social media pages for updates on the Soup of the Week, sales, and froyo flavors from Star of 89. That's it for the Simplot Smoky Candy Mine halftime show. Star Valley basketball to open up the third period of play with the Lady Braves up 21-17. Star Valley in Jackson in the road crimson with the gold trim and numbers. Jackson in their home whites. Today it is Star Valley working around the outside. Here's McGee up to Nelson. Fakes right, dribbles left, has the screen, and kicks to Hill. Ruby, left side key, spins, lost it, picked it up in the paint, kicks it back outside to Mackey. Quick pass to McGee. Right side wing, bounce down low. Kleeman, spin back to McGee. Missed it, was deflected. Great pass, though, but McGee not able to hit it. It was deflected and rebounded by Jackson. Double team, and they clear it back out to Fowler.
That's a great job of quick hands there from Jackson. That looked like it was going to be a pretty layup from Morgan McGee, and instead turned away for nothing.
First possession of the half now for Jackson. Still trailing 21-17. They're working on the outside. Fowler drives, got caught in a double team and feeds it to the right side corner to Green. Tries to go down low inside, but it's knocked around and loose. Picked up by Mackey for the steal.
Fourth steal already for Cam Mackey.
Ball down low to Nelson. One dribble shot. No, but a foul. And Ambry Nelson to the Riverside Dental free throw line. That was a good find on the half-court pass to get her down low.
Trinity Green whistled for her second personal, first team foul here in the third. Ambry to the line for the first time tonight. First one is no good. Lady Braves have missed 3 straight free throws now. Ambry will try and collect one of 2 here.
Dribbles, spins the ball, and leaves it short. It'll be rebounded by Jackson. And a quick foul on Star Valley. Rebounded by Zoe Green, who gets tripped up.
And that's foul 4 on Ambry Nelson. So picks up her third with under 5 seconds left in the second quarter, and then picks up her fourth in the first minute 7 of the third. That is absolutely not what you want for your Star Valley.
So Ambry's out. She's on the bench. She's going to be there a while. And the ball lost out of bounds. And it stays, goes back to Star Valley.
I see they said she just lost the handle, I guess.
So it was not touched by the Lady Braves. Inbound to England, goes to Hudson, takes the 3 left wing, got it. Hudson Kleeman, a Star Valley Orthodontics triple, the lead up to 7.
And that's one thing, you got someone like Ambry having a seat, you got to fill that void, and Hudson steps right in there and knocks down the triple.
Here's a 3 on the other end by Block, too strong on the right wing, no good. Fight for the rebound, we're going to have a jump ball call. Arrow favors Jackson, the Lady Bronx will keep it on their side.
Here's that last sequence, Hudson Kleeman gets the open 3 and knocks it down. Her first of the game. Star Valley now 3 of 7 from beyond the arc so far tonight.
Ari Fowler will inbound baseline for the Lady Bronx. Star Valley up 24-17, their largest lead of the game here in Jackson. Lady Bronx inbound into the key to Holland. Back to the backboard, spin, shot off the square, but too strong, no good. Loose ball, fought for and won on the rebound by Zoe Green. Kick out, 3, no. Ball on the court, rebounded by Jackson, then lost it out and out of bounds. Star Valley basketball going the other way.
Zoe Green's done a good job on the glass tonight. Her 4th rebound, very nearly comes up with another one right there.
Pressure in the backcourt again by Jackson. Mackey on the dribble. Comes up to the circle and now across half court. Feed to Kleeman in the corner. Takes another one off the rim, that time no good. Rebounded on the backside by Fowler. McGee tries to tie her up, but Fowler dribbles away and across half court. 2-on-2 on the other end. Fowler to the rim, no good. Rebound though by the trailer, and there's going to be a jump ball call after the rebound came down to Trinity Green, but Star Valley did a good job tying her up. Arrow favors Star Valley this time.
I will say though, Star Valley playing with fire right there. They did not stop the ball, and Ari Fowler took it all the way in. That very easily could have been a layup and one. You got to stop the ball going to the basket like that. Otherwise, Ari Fowler might get hot again.
Mackey wants to drive, kicks it back to England. Works to McGee, fakes the 3, drives, bounce down to Hudson Kleeman, Livy Kleeman rather, and Livy scores in the lane. Great pass and assist.
It's a beauty of a pass from Morgan McGee.
Star Valley now up by 9, 26-17. Ball tipped and stolen by Hudson. Finds England, who dribbles across half court. Pass right to Mackey. Has it above the right corner. 1-on-1 down low. Livy shoot. No, but a foul. Livy 1-on-1 on the low block, and she goes to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
Really like how Livy's not intimidated. She's given up a little bit of height and length there on that matchup, but she's a senior. She's going to battle up there and get these free throws, and hopefully she can reverse the fortunes of the Lady Braves. They've missed their last 4 when we come back.
It's a timeout. Jackson full timeout. 60-second break on SVI.
At Fall River Propane, we're not just your propane provider. We're the ones who make sure life keeps moving. Fall River Propane. Experience the difference.
I'm Viola Jones. I'm the owner and baker of Sourdough Nest. One thing that helped us immensely was SVI Media. We were new to town and they didn't really know about us. If you're a new business or even an older business and you want people to know about you, you'll definitely get your money's worth to go to SVI. I appreciate SVI especially for their marketing and to help us out.
To learn more, visit svinews.com/advertising.
Third quarter coverage on the SVI Sports Network is presented by REIC Rentals, formerly known as Black Mountain Rental. Visit REICSpecialty.com.
At the Riverside Dental free throw line is Livy Kleeman. Will knock down the first. She'll have one more to go.
That's a friendly rim. Livy trying to go 2 for 2. Got it. 4 points now for Livy Kleeman.
Makes it 11-point lead now for Star Valley. Jackson scored 13 points in the first period. Since then, they've been held to 4. 28-17, Jackson basketball. Drive, shot, no, but a foul on Star Valley will stop the clock at 4:54 to play in the third period and puts Jackson to the free throw line.
Livy Kleeman whistled for that one. Just kind of coattailing that thought, Duke. I noticed Avery England defensively has been on Ari Fowler since that start, and she has really made it different. I think Fowler's only had 2 shots since then, and they've both been really rushed. So got to credit the defense of Avery England, in my opinion.
Free throw by Zoe Green is no good. Second attempt too strong, but rebounded by Jackson. Dribble, shot, too strong off the square. Loose ball, picked up by Kleeman. Hudson Kleeman, outlets to England. Has McGee down the floor, but a travel call as she tried to pass it from half court. We'll turn it back over. 4:45 to play in the REIC Rentals third period.
Here's a look at that sequence. Getting a little bit of a little ahead of herself there. Would have been a layup there for Morgan McGee.
Inbound play for Jackson to the front court. McGee staying with Zoe Green. Doesn't let her to the rim. Outside Holland and an offensive foul. A moving screen on Jackson.
Jacqueline Strickland going to pick up her third. third team foul as well with 4:36 to go in the quarter. Star Valley has 2. And Kate Gaskell checking in. Kate got in a little bit last week against Riverton, and she's going to get some time here.
Lady Braves feed it to the left side. Go down low to Kate, and then she'll pick up a loose ball, drive in, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it's a jump ball call. The bench came alive because they thought Gaskell was about to get a bucket and just missed it. It was a great move, as you can see on the replay here.
Yeah, just a little bit off.
It's going to be Jackson basketball. They'll inbound against the full court press being put on by Star Valley. Finds Zoe Green, works up the right side. McGee's with her, finds a screen and across the half court. 4:10 to go in the third period. Star Valley leading Jackson 28-17. Here's a drive shot, good, and a foul. Ari Fowler, aggressive on the right post, fading away with contact.
This is one of those situations where you're playing good D, but if you're Star Valley, you don't need to bail her out here. Make her make that shot. That is an incredibly tough shot. Instead, you foul her on top of it. And her name's Fowler. Of course she's going to make it.
Makes it a three-point play.
14 points in the game for Ari Fowler. She's obviously carrying the offensive load, 14 of their 20 points.
4:07 to go in the third period. 3 team fouls apiece. Lady Braves still lead it 28-20. England almost had it turned over. A quick pass and then back to the inbounder, and Avery almost wasn't back in bounds.
Well, and this is a luxury Coach Erickson has. Ambry Nelson on the bench with those 4 fouls. You still have players like Avery England and Cam Mackey to handle the ball for you.
Star Valley with the ball around the front court arc. Bounce down low, bounce pass is stolen, but then recollected by Star Valley, and then up and down, a travel call. They're going to get Libby Kleeman on that one, and it's Jackson possession.
I love how unselfish Star Valley is, Duke. You need to be a little selfish. That's an open 10-foot shot. I'd love to see Libby just put that in.
Jackson inbounding against the full court press. Ball knocked out by Foster, trying to go for the steal. Stays with Jackson.
I'll just clarify, that's not selfish. The whole point is to get an open shot.
Ball moving around the ball moving on the baseline. Inbound to Fowler. Up ahead to Rommel, one-on-one, and knocked away from behind by England.
Wow.
England running the full court. They're going to get her on a foul, actually.
I'll tell you what, though, Avery looks pretty healthy. She is sprinting around. She's staying in front of people defensively. Got just enough of a hand there on the follow-through. 14 foul on Star Valley, however.
Here's a 3. Fowler, a little separation off a screen. No good. Rebounded by Gaskell, and she's fouled in the backcourt. Gives Jackson their 4th as well. 3:27 to play in the third.
Zoe Green's first. Each team now with 4 fouls, so 3:27 to go in the quarter. We're probably looking at some bonus free throws here for both squads.
Pressure in the backcourt. Foster inbounds to England. No pressure across the timeline for her. Works back to Foster. Deep on the left to England up top. Working against the zone defense. Hudson below the line, clears it back out to Foster, and the Braves reset with 3:08 to go in the third. Pass down low, triple team shot, no good. Backside rebound by Star Valley, clears it back outside. England drives, runner in the lane, short, got her own rebound. Dribble, lost it, and we'll have a jump ball. Arrow favors Star Valley, it will stay on their end.
If I'm the Lady Braves, you got to continue to be aggressive. You got that bonus sitting right there with 2:57. Obviously, you don't just want to try and just get contact. You want to try and get a good quality shot, but you need to remain be aggressive.
Ari Foster on the outside. Couple dribbles, feeds to England, back out. Mackey for 3 left wing, off the rim, no. Rebounded by Foster, misses the putback though. Fight for the board, and is pulled out by Jackson on the run. Holland stops on the right side, pivots, passes, Rommel 3, no good. Ball tipped, loose, collected by Jackson. Right side corner, ball through the hands and picked up by Mackey. Mackey goes up, stop, shot, blocked, but a foul. And that will put Cam Mackey to the Riverside Dental free throw line. She'll have 2 shots A lot of action back and forth, and we're at 2:24 to play in the third.
Fourth personal on Trinity Green. I've missed one somewhere. Mackey to the line, first time tonight. First one is too strong. Lady Braves a little cold from the line right now. Cam on the season, coming into the weekend, just 7 of 9. I say just because I assume she's been to the line more times than that.
One more from the Riverside Dental free throw line. Mackey too strong. Rebounded by Strickland. She has it in the backcourt. Jackson possession. Screen set. Pass to Fowler. Dribbles across half. 2:13 to play in the third period. Lady Braves leading at 28-20. Been a long time since they've scored, though. Jackson basketball. Fowler off a screen. Picked up by McGee. Up top to Rommel. Fires the three. No good. Rebounded by Star Valley. On the board was Gaskell. Lady Braves basketball with McGee dribbling across half court. Right side, Fowler, three on the wing. Oh, rolled down, almost fell in and no good. And then we're going to have a rebound foul on Star Valley.
That thing made 2 revolutions around the cylinder. How does this not drop? 1, 2.
Oh, it looked like it was going to fall in there.
That is a tough break. And then Fowler whistled for the foul. Second personal, so Jackson will walk up the court and shoot some free throws. This is Holland coming into the weekend at 2 of 4 is all from the free throw line. So hasn't been there a lot. This one's too strong, no good.
Still 28-20. Star Valley leading, Jackson on the line. 1:48 to go in the REIC Rentals third period of play. Second free throw is good. Makes it 28-21, a 7-point difference. Backcourt is all red across the timeline. Double team, bounces to Hill. Wants to drive, tough runner, no good. Offensive foul. Ruby being aggressive, picks up another whistle, and it goes back to Jackson.
First personal on Ruby. No free throws because it is an offensive foul. And this next 97 seconds, the Braves defensively, they got to dig in here, see if they can get some deflections or a steal.
Inbound Fowler. Jackson with the basketball, working across the half court. Fowler still with the dribble. McGee picks her up at the three-point line. Rommel up top. Double team, lost it, but picked up by Block. Works over to Fowler. Clock down to 1:20. Right side elbow, Strickland. Now Fowler again. Drives and hands off to Block outside. In the lane. Scoop. Good. And a foul. What a shot for Hayden Block. Driving the lane. Lobbed it up down low. Contacted in.
Get Ari Foster for that foul. Her third. Free throw is no good.
Ruby Hill on the board, all the momentum with Jackson. They've cut this down to a 5-point game. 1:05 to go in the third period. Both teams in the bonus. Star Valley needing some points here. McGee, Hill, right side key, kick back out. Foster three, left wing, no good. Long rebound pulled in by Star Valley, and a foul on the perimeter as Allred had the board, and Kira goes to the Riverside Dental free throw line, 2 shots.
And the Lady Braves, they're leaving the door open here. A lot of missed free throws. They've put Jackson at the line here lately. Allred with a chance here to just add a couple points. Good job. First free throw is good. Before that free throw, the Lady Braves were 7 of 14 from the line, and that's a stat that they had been better than that this season, 64% coming into the weekend. We'll see if Allred can add another couple of percentage points here. She does.
Hit them both. 7-point Lady Braves lead, 30-23, 52 seconds to go in the REIC Rentals third period of play in Jackson Hole High School. Fowler has the screen, works it right, drives in, split the D, tough shots in. The junior has 2 more, 30-25.
16 points for Fowler, and she's
already in trouble on the outside. Tie up, jump ball, Jackson possession. And a chance for the Bronx to make it a 1-possession game. Holland will inbound. Goes to Fowler on the run. Clock is rolling under 28 seconds.
You do not want to foul if you're the Lady Braves.
Ball loose but picked up by Strickland. Back outside with the dribble. Has a screen. Defense stays with her. Hands off to Zoe Green. Clock at 15. Braves leading it by 5, but Jackson battling back in it. Fowler with 10. On the perimeter. 8-7. Screen. Deep three. Bouncing high off the rim. No, but rebounded by Jackson. Perimeter. 1. Shot at the buzzer. No. And after the REIC Rentals third period, Bronx battle back. It's Star Valley 30, Jackson 25 on Jackson Hole Radio and also Swift 98 and the SVI Sports Network.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, safety is our top priority, not just for our employees, but for their families too. Our commitment extends beyond the workplace as we proudly support and contribute to the local community in meaningful ways. We're more than just a mine. We're a pillar of strength for those who live here. Discover how we make a difference at Simplot.com. Join us in fostering a safer, stronger community. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
The remodel of the hot tub at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton has been completed and is open for guests. Kodiak has also begun construction for a swimming pool and additional hot tub, which will open for guests only soon. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com. Star Valley Sports on SVI are presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisors Kyle Terry, creating tailored solutions to address your financial needs, and by Rusty's Tree Service, the tree removal experts. Call 248-2442.
Fourth quarter coverage of the SVI Sports Network is presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Local agents Andy Neild and Austin Callison.
Star Valley basketball to open up the fourth period of play. Lady Braves leading by 5. Inbound backcourt to Avery England, who's under immediate pressure. Able to dribble away from it and get across the half-court line. Avery still with the handle, picks up the dribble and goes to Nelson, who's back in the game with 4 fouls. Hudson Kleeman on the right side. Works up to Mackey. Now to Nelson. Drive, shot, no good with a foul. And that's why you want Ambry in the game. She drives on the left side angle and to the line for the and one.
Foul against Harley Rommel, her first team foul. Yeah, Nelson sat for all but a minute 7 of that third quarter. Free throw is good.
Makes it an 8-point Star Valley lead, 33-25. Quickly down the floor goes Fowler to the rim, split the D, no good, tough shot. No foul as bodies hit the deck. They let him play through it, and a timeout taken by Coach Erickson, and he's hot.
I don't blame him. I don't see how this isn't a call one way or the other. You got 2 players just crashing into each other under the basket.
30-second timeout. I think he's more hot at his players, actually. Well, it's going to be a quick, aggressive, vocal timeout, and his players right back to the court.
I guess I have shown my colors then.
That was one of those timeouts just to let his team know what he's feeling.
Well, it's stuff that they probably worked on all week that they're not doing, and they know they need to be doing it. Just a reminder that that's why this game is single digits right now.
It is Star Valley basketball. 3 timeouts remain for Star Valley, 2 remain for Jackson. Braves basketball, 7:23 to play in the fourth period. 33-25, Braves on top. Ball moving around the outside with England. Works to Nelson. Kick over to Mackey. And up top again to Nelson. Couple dribbles, drive, jumper at the free throw line. Left it short, no good. Save, though, before it goes out of bounds by Kleeman, and then stolen away by Jackson. Zoe Green on the steal. Bronx down the floor. Able to get it down to Strickland. Shot, no, but a foul. And stops the clock at 6:58 to go in the fourth. And that puts Jacqueline Strickland to the free throw line.
Lady Braves had 2 players trying to save that in, and I think they got caught a little bit behind. Foul is going to go against Hudson Kleeman, her first team foul. Strickland free throw bakes it in.
Makes it 33-26, 1 team foul apiece.
Before that, Strickland had been 0 for 6 from the free throw line. She gets another.
Shot is away, too strong, fight for the board, and saved by Kleeman somehow. Livy saves it, and then almost stolen from behind. It is poked away, and Jackson picks up the loose ball. Pressure in the backcourt by Mackey, and a travel call. Mackey stuck with it in the backcourt, forces the turnover, and Lady Braves keep it. 6:40 to play in the fourth. 33-26, Star Valley on top, 1 team foul apiece. England inbounds to Nelson in the backcourt. Again, Ambry with 4 fouls. Has it up top, pass to England, feed to Livy, right side key, ball movement outside again. Nelson drives, jumper below the line, short, no, fights for the rebound, and Rama will have it for Jackson. Ball almost tipped and stolen by Mackey, but the Bronx keep possession. Zoe Green across the half-court line with 6:15. 3, no. Rebound loose, saved by England, picked up by Star Valley. England across the half-court, pressing the pace. Ball movement down low, shot no, but a foul, and Livy Kleeman now to the Riverside Dental free throw line. She'll have 2 attempts.
Again, excellent job of Livy to get good post position down there, and you really have no choice down there. You're just out of position, and Livy's got a great shot at putting that up and in, and Holland whistled for her 3rd personal. 2nd team foul. Livy's free throw is no good.
Another miss. Fourth quarter coverage presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Local agents Andy Nield and Austin Callison, the brand that sells the land at HaydenOutdoors.com.
Lady Braves 10 of 18 from the line. Livy had been 2 for 2, gets 1 of 2 this time, and she's got 5 points.
Jackson inbounding, down 34-26, 6 minutes to go in the fourth period. Right side block has the ball poked away, but recollected. It stays with Jackson, poked again by England. Star Valley in the zone, rotating around the arc. Here's a 3 that's missed, rebounded by Nelson. Star Valley basketball, Ambry on the run across the half court right side. Goes center court with it now, dribbling with 5:35 to go in the fourth. England left, bounce pass down low, and a reach-in foul. That's going to be against Margaret Holland. Stops the clock, 5:33 to play in the fourth on the 3rd Jackson team foul.
4th personal on Holland, 3rd team foul. So some foul trouble for the Lady Bronx. Holland has 4, Trinity Green has 4. Lady Braves, Ambry Nelson has 4.
Star Valley inbounds to McGee, down low, shot no good. Fight for the rebound, we're going to have a jump ball call. Livy Kleeman was right there. Arrow favors Jackson. It's Bronx basketball. Still anybody's game, 8-point difference, 5:30 to go in the fourth. 34-26, Star Valley. Jackson with the ball. 3 on the other end, misses. Rebounded by England. Star Valley has the ball back. Avery across the half-court line. Pass to Nelson. Ambry on the left wing. England up top, back to Nelson. Drives the angle, can't get to the rim. Picks up the dribble with a pass to Kleeman. Goes down low to McGee, lost the ball on the court, and then a Star Valley foul.
Pass, that was a tough pass to complete. Ends up just off the fingertips of Kleeman. Fowler comes up with the steal, and then she's fouled by Livy. That'll be, I thought it was her 3rd, but they're going to say it was her 2nd.
Jackson basketball around the outside. They'll work the perimeter. Fowler, 3 down the barrel, no good. She hit those 3 in the first period, but she's gone cold since from deep.
Yeah, hasn't made one since, now 3 of 8.
Star Valley basketball, Nelson to England. 4:38 to play in the fourth period. Foul on Jackson, trying to poke the ball away from Nelson. This will be against Zoe Green. And that's the 5th team foul or 4th? Just the 4th.
I believe that's a 4th. 2nd personal on Green, but now with 4:36 for your Star Valley, you can be extra aggressive and get yourself to the free throw line.
Still Lady Braves basketball. Mackey, Nelson up top as they swing around the arc. Now down to McGee. Jumper on the post. Too strong, no good. Rebounded though by Mackey. Clears it back outside. England, top of the key. Works to McGee in the paint. No shot. Nelson drives, tough one, no good. Fight for the rebound again and pulled away by Jackson, then poked out of bounds by Mackey. He's going to stay with the Bronx. They'll inbound side out.
Hardy Rommel checks in for the Lady Bronx. Lady Kleeman will have a seat, and back in for Star Valley is Hudson Kleeman.
Jackson works the outside. 4 minutes to go in the fourth period. Mackey has a steal, works to England, alone on the run on the other end. Too strong, no good. There is a foul though, and Avery England will go to the Riverside Dental free throw line, 2 shots.
Hayden Block whistled for her third. Avery to the line. She's 0 for 2 tonight on the season. It's 1 of 7 coming into the weekend. That one's good. That's a percentage where you're like, well, that's going to go up at some point.
She has 1 more, pushes the game to a 9-point difference. Second free throw, too strong, no good. Rebounded by Jackson. Trinity Green on the board. Runs, tries to kick it back outside, does the block, but no shot. Fowler, deep 3 down the middle. Too strong again and no good. Rebounded by Mackey. Cam across the half court. Looks to Nelson. No good, but a foul. Pass is just a little bit too late. Nelson came down with it, went back up, and she does go to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
And that is foul number 5 on Trinity Green, so she will foul out. And Ambry Nelson will go to the line where she's 1 of 3 tonight, but how many times have we seen Ambry Nelson salt a lead away from the free throw line over her career? She's basically a 3-year starter. She'll get a pair here to try and bump this up to a double-digit lead.
Clock is stopped at 3 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in the Hayden Outdoors Real Estate fourth period. Nelson dribbles on the Riverside Dental free throw line, and the first one too strong and no good.
Lady Brace 12 of 22 at the line.
Second attempt, no good. Rebound pulled in by Jackson. Zoe Green on the board, then stolen by Hudson Kleeman. Lost it, but threw it to England, who has the ball. Mackey back to England. Can't get to the rim. Back to Mackey. Ball tipped and a foul on Jackson. Trying to get that loose ball in the bonus, and so Star Valley back to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
Hayden Block whistled for her 4th.
Looks like a timeout will be taken. Free throws when we return. 3:25 to go in the fourth period. This will be a Star Valley timeout, a 60-second variety on SVI Sports.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with Home Zone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, Home Zone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. Home Zone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
Drive your career forward by joining the LCSD2 Transportation Department. We're now hiring for part-time bus aides starting at $16.75 per hour. Full-time route drivers earn $22 per hour, working only during the school year. Substitute driver and substitute aide positions are also available. Explore these rewarding opportunities and become a vital part of our education system. For more information, visit lcsd2.org and click Job Openings. That's lcsd2.org and click Job Openings.
Live fourth quarter coverage is provided by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land. Visit HaydenOutdoors.com.
Senior Cameron Mackey to the Riverside Dental free throw line coming out of the Star Valley timeout. She'll have 2 free throw attempts here in the bonus, and the first is good to make it a 10-point Star Valley lead.
First point of the game for Cam, but 5 rebounds, which is the team high, and 6 steals in this game.
Second free throw, back iron, no good. Rebound to Zoe Green, then stolen by Kleeman. Put it up and too strong, no good. Back to Jackson with the rebound to Holland. Up the left sideline. Clock rolls down to 3:13 remaining in the fourth. Rommel on the perimeter now for the Bronx. Couple dribbles with a pass back up top. Back to Rommel. Open three right wing. Too strong. Rebound fought for, and we'll have a jump ball call. Arrow favoring Star Valley Lady Braves basketball.
Hudson's really done a good job of just kind of filling in a lot of different places tonight. She's hit a big basket. She's pulled down some big rebounds. She's just been kind of all over the floor tonight.
England across the half court for Star Valley. Lady Braves now trailing or ahead by 10, 36-26 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. 2:46 to go in the game. Lady Braves are in the bonus. They have a three on the way from Kleeman, missed by Hudson, rebounded by Jackson. Margaret Holland on the board. Holland across the half court. Left wing goes to Strickland, left key. Kick out. Fowler another three. That one's in. You knew she was going to get one eventually. And that was it. A three ball to make it 36-29. And a quick timeout taken by Coach Bingham. We'll take it as well. 30 seconds on SVI.
Discover the convenience and reliability of Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic for all your waste management needs. We offer comprehensive services, including residential and commercial trash removal, septic pump outs, and a variety of porta-potty options with optional cleaning schedules. Trust us for efficient and professional solutions. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com to schedule your service. That's StarValleyDisposal.com.
Fourth quarter coverage of the SVI Sports Network is presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Local agents Andy Neild and Austin Callison.
Fourth period, Star Valley leading by 7, 36-29. Fowler another triple. Cuts it down to a 7-point game. Lady Braves inbound the ball, and there's a travel call in the backcourt. Mackey trying to get rid of the ball to England. Extra step, turns it back over. Big opportunity here for the Jackson Bronx.
Fowler 4 of 10 from 3, but that's her first made triple since the first quarter. The rest of the team is 0 for 10.
Inbound to Fowler in the circle at half court. Screen set by Strickland. Fowler for three, deflected by England. It was blocked and into the hands of Nelson. She'll take it across the half court, and with 2:08 to go, Lady Braves had the ball back with a 7-point lead. Bounce pass to McGee on the left side wing. Perimeter defense now for Jackson. Trying to put pressure on. Lady Braves are in the bonus. Bounce to Nelson in the lane. Shot, no, but a foul high off the glass. And back to the Riverside Dental free throw line goes Ambry Nelson, 2 shots.
Zoe Green's third. And Nelson back to the line. And been kind of a struggle with the line for Ambry tonight. 1 of 5. She'll get a pair here. That one's good.
An 8-point difference now. Minute 55 remaining. 37-29 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Lady Braves on top, and both free throws good for Nelson. 38-29.
8 points for Ambry.
Inbound. Double team. Zoe Green still has it and works it over to the right side to Holland across the half court. Holland to the rim. No good, but a rebound and a putback is holding on the rim and falls. Jacqueline Strickland gets the board and the bucket. Now pressure in the backcourt put on by Jackson. Nelson to England. A screen across half court. 2-on-2. Works to McGee. Back outside as the defense recovers. Mackey in the front court. 7-point game with 1:20 to go in Jackson. Lady Braves with the lead in the ball. In the bonus. Nelson to the rim. Scoop up. No. Missed it. Rebounded by Jackson. On the run of the Bronx. Work it over to Rommel. 3 right wing. No. Rebounded by McGee. Huge miss. McGee with a huge board. 1:03 to go in the game. 7-point lead still for Star Valley. And a timeout taken by Coach Erickson with 60 seconds on the clock. Lady Braves 38, Jackson 31. 60-second timeout. Jackson Hole Radio, Swift 98, and the SVI Sports Network.
Whether you're courtside or mat side this season, it's also tax season. This is your Miles CPA tax tip. Filing an extension on your taxes only gives you more time to file your tax return. It doesn't give you more time to pay. If you owe taxes and wait to pay until you file or until the extension deadline, the IRS can and will charge you interest and possibly penalties. starting from the original tax date of April 15th. So even with an extension, it's smart to estimate and pay what you owe on April 15th to avoid extra costs.
Technology in medicine is advancing all the time. Amazingly, Star Valley Health is keeping up with everywhere else. It provides people an opportunity to get care that is closer, but care that is the same or better quality. Our specialists are fellowship trained and board certified.
Doing care at Star Valley Health has made me feel like I've got a place at home that I can trust and rely on.
The SVI Sports Network is your home for live coverage of Star Valley High School sports.
Remain for Star Valley, 1 for Jackson. Braves with the ball in the bonus, ahead by 7, under a minute to go in the game, and there's a foul on the outside, trying to steal the ball away from Amber Nelson, and that's going to put Nelson back to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
Ashlyn Chamberlain whistled for her first. And Nelson back to the line to try and be Star Valley's first player in a double digits tonight. First one is away and too strong, no good. Lady Braves 15 of 28 from the line, just a shade over 50%.
Second attempt for Nelson is in. Makes it 39-31, an 8-point game, and an offensive foul before Jackson able to inbound. That gives Star Valley the ball back.
Harley Rommel whistled for her second.
I was away from the ball. Rommel trying to get some separation.
Excuse me, they're going to say it was on Strickland, her fourth. I apologize.
Well, Rommel does sub out. And it's Star Valley basketball now. Here's McGee, corner three, left side, no good. Ball tipped, but rebounded by Jackson on the run. One-on-one, and then England recovers and knocks the ball loose. Mackey tries to save it, but can't quite get there. It does stay with Jackson, but England again sprinting down the floor defensively. 39-31. Jackson with one timeout remaining and the ball. They'll inbound and a wide open Strickland for 2 on the inbound play. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here with 40 seconds remaining in the game. And Star Valley leading Jackson right now 39-33. Now every time we come into Jackson Hole High School, it seems like somebody gets hot from deep. Today has been Ari Fowler. She's been the difference maker for Jackson with those three-point shots, and right now it's given Jackson a chance here down by 6.
Well, she's made enough of them to really, it makes a huge difference in a low-scoring game like this. And yeah, when you got one player that's made 4 of them, she's got 19 points. Strickland now up to 7. If the Lady Broncs come up short in this, the next thing they're going to look at is that the rest of the team is 0 for 18 from 3. And obviously it doesn't get any worse than that.
So it is going to be Star Valley with the lead up 39-33. Star Valley basketball after Strickland somehow got wide open on the inbound play for the last 2 points.
Good job by Strickland to find herself open. Not sure if it was a missed assignment or if she's just crafty.
One of the freshmen on this team, Margaret Holland, also a freshman.
One thing you can say though, Duke, it's been a while since the girls' game between Star Valley and Jackson has been even within 2 possessions like this at the end of the game. So Jackson certainly trending upward regardless of how this one goes.
England will inbound for Star Valley. Jackson out of timeout. Star Valley has 2 remaining. Braves are in the bonus. 40 seconds to go, and a lead for Jackson, but a 5-second violation. Lady Braves not able to get the ball in on time. Jackson with it, trailing 39-33.
You better go find number 0 if you're Star Valley's defense.
0's going to be on the baseline inbounding.
We've seen her do this before. She'll inbound, and then she'll go and she'll get open. So watch where Fowler goes after she inbounds.
She does inbound and gets the ball right back. England stays with her. Crossover move. Great defense by Avery, not letting her do anything with it. Hands off to Holland. 30 seconds. Time becoming a factor in a 2-possession game, 3-possession game. No, it is 2 as a 3 is away. Halfway down, but no good. England on the rebound, and she's fouled. Rommel shot it, hit the inside cylinder, popped up and no good. 39-33 with 21 seconds to go. And big free throws on the other end for Avery England. She needs just 1 of 2 to make it a 3-possession game.
Avery 1 of 4 tonight from the free throw line. 7 points, 5 rebounds in the game. And first one's no good. Hudson Kleeman will check in for Ari Foster. Lady Braves, this will be the 31st free throw.
That one's no good. Rebound fought for, won by McGee, and then tries to throw it away, and then we'll have a jump ball call. She was sitting down when she won the battle for it, so had to pass it, and it ends in a jump. So gives the ball to Jackson on the possession. 16.6 to go. Both free throws were missed, so still a 6-point game. 2 possessions here for the Bronx. They are out of timeouts. Fowler in the backcourt. Clock is running. 12 seconds. 10 seconds. Quick 3. Tried to bank it. No. Ball tipped. Loose. Collected by Mackey, who's rocked out of bounds and fouled with 5.4 to go. Mackey hops right back up, and she goes to the free throw line. And now, even if she doesn't hit these, Star Valley may escape here with just 5.5 seconds to go and a 6-point lead.
Well, and for the Lady Braves, again, not to try to harp on this, but this game could have been over a while ago. We've missed 15 free throws tonight, well below their season average of 64%. They're shooting 51.6 right now. That one too strong, no good.
Still 6 points, but again, just 5.5 seconds remaining.
Cam has had a terrific game outside of the scoring, though. 6 rebounds, 6 steals.
No good, missed them both. Rebounded though by Jackson. Dribbling, time ticking, 1 second, half quarter at the buzzer, short, no good. And Star Valley will survive in Teton County tonight. Lady Braves with a win, 39-33. Star Valley will advance to 9-4 overall and 3-0 inside the 4A Southwest Conference, while the Jackson Lady Bronx drop down to 2-9 and 1-1 inside the 4A Southwest. Silver Star post-game coverage. Silver Star Internet, better connected. Learn more at silverstar.com. That is silverstar.com. We'll have your player of the game. We're also going to have Millie Kazare courtside with Coach Cade Erickson. And we'll send it down to her here in just a couple of minutes as she gets ready with Coach Erickson escaping here with the win. Looks like we do have Millie ready to go with the Miles CPA courtside report. Millie, take it away.
Okay, Coach, that was a very intense game. Oh my gosh. What are your overall thoughts on their team's performance?
Ours or theirs?
Yours.
We did all right. We didn't handle a lot of things like we talked about throughout the week. You know, you go into playing a team that hasn't been very good for a while, and they step up, and they're a pretty good squad. He's got them working hard, playing hard, and caused a lot of havoc for us. And then, you know, free throws killed us that game. I don't know what we ended up shooting, but it wasn't very good. So.
And how did you think the team responded versus first half and second half?
So second quarter is probably our best quarter overall. So the first quarter we struggled quite a bit. You know, we let them score way too many points. Second quarter we had the looks and everything. We just didn't shoot very well, both you know, field goals and just our free throws.
Awesome. Well, I'll go let you decompress and go talk to the team.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for your time, and congrats on the win. We'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Amelia Kazare with the Miles CPA courtside report. In Afton and in Alpine, call Miles CPA at 885-0055. Star Valley with the win in the girls varsity game, 39-33 the final. Now let's dig into that score with the Battleston Brothers Flooring postgame battle stats.
Well, first for the Lady Bronx, Ari Fowler, 19 points for her, well over her average of 11 plus. Went 4 of 12 from the free throw or from the 3-point line. Also went 3 for 3 from the free throw line. She really paced the Lady Bronx and gave them a chance tonight. Jacqueline Strickland finishes with 7. 3 points for Margaret Holland, who also had 7 rebounds. Zoe Green had 7 rebounds as well. 2 points for Trinity Green, 2 for Hayden Block. The Lady Bronx, unfortunately, outside of Ari Fowler, went 0 for 21 from the 3-point line. So Fowler went 4 of 12. The rest of the team did not make a 3-point basket. The free throws, 5 of 10 for the Lady Bronx in this one. Star Valley, no players in double figures, but it was pretty balanced. 9 points for Ambry Nelson, 7 points for Avery England, 6 for Hudson Kleeman, 5 for Libby Kleeman, 4 for Ruby Hill, 3 for Ari Foster, 2 for Kiara Allred and Morgan McGee. Cam Mackey with 1 point, but also had 6 rebounds and 6 steals as the Lady Braves go 3 of 13 from 3 and 16 of 33 from the free throw line. So as Coach Erickson said, yeah, not a good shooting night, but enough to win it here and win their 5th straight overall.
That's a look at the post-game stats presented by Battleson Brothers Flooring, Carpet One Floor and Home, where you'll find quality, price, and service located a block south of the Arch in Afton. That is Battleson Brothers Flooring. How about your player of the game presented by Star Valley Skidoo?
Well, I went with Cam Mackey tonight. Cam, 6 rebounds, 6 steals, a couple of assists. Just made a lot of hustle plays tonight. That's who I went with tonight for the Star Valley Skidoo player of the game, number 4, Cam Mackey.
Congratulations, Cameron. The Skidoo top quality products combined with excellent service standards. Visit StarValleySkidoo.com. That is StarValleySkidoo.com. That's it for the varsity girls game with the Lady Braves picking up the win 39-33 in 4A Southwest quad play against the home Jackson Lady Broncs. That's it for the Silver Star postgame show. Find them online at silverstar.com. It is a senior night recognition happening here at Jackson Hole High between the games, and so we'll take a break here. For those listening on Swift 98, we'll have a song, maybe 2, and we'll come back here shortly. For those watching on SVI Media, we'll be right back if you flip on over to the boys broadcast here in just a few moments. Live from Jackson Hole High School on the SVI Sports Network.